Okay, the square root of 25, I know that's 5. That's a whole number, it's rational. 3.5, I'm writing it as a fraction. That would give me 3.5. That ended, so therefore it's rational. 3.45 repeating, that's rational because irrational never ends and never repeats. Square root of 150, okay, well, is there a number that times itself gives me 150? Nope, so that makes this one irrational. Okay, I can even go back up here and say, well, I know that 150 is in between 12 and 13, the square root of 150, but it's going to give me a decimal that never ends and never repeats. What about the square root of 8? Is there a number that times itself gives me 8? Nope, so that makes it irrational. And then 5, that's a whole number, so therefore it's rational. Okay, so I know it's kind of confusing a little bit, but if you can just remember that the only time a number is irrational is if it's a square root and we don't know it, those are irrational. Every other number is going to be a rational number. And on your homework, you can for sure just write R and I, because that makes it way easier on everybody. Okay, so let me find your homework. On today's homework, all you have to do is go in here, and when it says simplify each square root, all that means is exactly what we did on the top part of your notes, right? Right here. Simplify each square root, simplify each square root. So the square root of 64 would be 8. The square root of 100, hey, I know that. That's 10. Okay, this section is R or I. Okay, so all you have to do is write R for rational or I for irrational. Okay, let's look at this one. 0.363636. Is this number rational or irrational? This one is rational because it's repeating, right? Irrational never ends, never repeats. Look at this one, it's repeating. Okay, and then this is the thing about the squares. So if we have a square that has an area of 64, then I know each side must be 8 because 8 times 8 is 64. And then down here, find 2 consecutive whole numbers that each number is in between. That is just like on your notes right up here. Okay, so like the square root of 80. Okay, well on my paper, that means it comes in between 64 and 81 because 80 on a number line would be in between here. So that means that's in between 8 and 9. Okay, so all you're gonna do for your homework, it's just one-sided. Okay, you have all the information you need. If you have questions, I'll talk in a second about where you can ask those, but this is what you're going to scan or take a picture of and then upload on the assignment section of Google Classroom. Okay, you guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this. I hope it's been easy to take notes, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.